The question here is, if A is equal to a square matrix given of order 2, B is equal to a square matrix of order 2, verify that AB inverse is equal to B inverse A inverse. Okay, so given here, A is equal to 2, 0, 3, 1, and B is equal to 0, 1, 2, 4. You need to verify AB inverse. So first, let us find out the product AB. Okay, you multiply these two matrices, the product AB you are going to get 0, 2, 2, 7. Okay, check the multiplication. Now we want to find AB inverse. So first find out det AB, determinant value of AB. The determinant value of AB here is which will come to -4, which is not equal to 0. Therefore, we say AB is non-singular. That means AB inverse exists. Now let us find out adjoint of AB. Adjoint of this matrix AB transpose. Okay, this is the adjoint of AB. Therefore, what should be AB inverse? One by determinant AB into the adjoint of AB. One by determinant AB is -4, and adjoint of AB we have found above as 7, -2, -2, 0. Okay, this is what we get AB inverse. This finishes our left hand side. Now we want to show AB inverse is equal to B inverse into A inverse. So we need to find out the inverse of B separately, inverse of A separate. Okay, so let's find out the determinant value of B. Determinant B is equal to 0, 1, 2, 4. So determinant value of AB will be -2, which is not equal to 0. That means
Good afternoon, sir.
good afternoon. Then B is non-singular. That means B inverse exists. Okay, so now you find out adjoint of B. Adjoint of B is +4, -2, -1, 0 transpose. And this will give you 4, -1, -2, 0. This is the adjoint of B. Now you want to find out B inverse. Therefore, B inverse is equal to 1 by determinant value of B into the adjoint of B. Determinant value of B is -2. Adjoint is written above. Okay, so we have found out B inverse. Now we'll proceed to find out A inverse. Determinant A is equal to 2, 0, 3, 1, which you can find out as 2 not equal to 0. That means A is non-singular. That means A inverse exists. Now how to find out A inverse? We'll find out adjoint of A. Adjoint of A is +1, -3, and this should be 0, and this should be +2 transpose, which is equal to 1, -3, 0, 2. So therefore, what is A inverse? 1 by determinant of A into the adjoint of A. Determinant of A is 2. Adjoint of A is this. So I've found out A inverse, B inverse as well as A inverse. So therefore, what is B inverse into A inverse? B inverse into A inverse is equal to B inverse. We have found out to be, you see above, B inverse we have found out to be -half into this matrix. So -half into 4, -1, -2, 0. And A inverse we found out above to be half, 1, 0, -3, 2, which is equal to -1/4, 4, -1, -2, 0 into 1, 0, -3, 2. Okay, and therefore when you multiply these two matrices, we'll get -1/4, 7, -2, -2, 0, which is equal to 1/4. Take the negative sign inside, get -7 +2 +2, 0. Okay, you see B inverse you're getting as this. And what was AB inverse? We have found out AB inverse was this. So therefore you see that these two are equal. Hence, we start from the left hand side. Left hand side is AB inverse. AB inverse we have found out to be here above this matrix, -1/4, times 7, -2, -2, 0, which is equal to B inverse into A inverse as shown above, which is equal to RHS, hence proved. Okay. So this was question number 5. We now move on to question number 6. Under what conditions is c to the power of -2? What is c to the power of -2? It is inverse of c square, defined. So under what condition is c to the power of -2 defined? Find c to the power of -2 under that condition. Let's first write down the matrix given. C is equal to 2x 4 2. Okay. First part of the question is find c square. So let's find c square. C square is equal to c into c, is equal to 2x 4 2 into 2x 4 2. Okay, you multiply these two matrices, you get 4 plus 4x, you get 2x plus 2x, you get 8 plus 8, and you get 4x plus 4. So you get 4 times x plus 1, you get 4x, you get 16, and then here you get 4 times x plus 1. This is the matrix you're getting, c square. The first part of the question is done, find c square. Next question states, under what condition is c square defined? So let's first find determinant value of c square. What is the determinant value here? 16 times x plus 1 whole square minus 16 into 4x, which is equal to 16 times x plus 1 whole square minus 64x, which is equal to 16 x square plus 2x plus 1 minus 64x, which is equal to 16x square plus 32x, or is this minus 1? Okay, this is yes, plus 32x plus 16 minus 64x. So this will give you 16x square minus 32x plus 16, which is 16 times x square minus 2x plus 1, which is equal to 16x minus 1 whole square. So this is the determinant value of c square. So under what condition this c to the power of minus 2 defined? So here, c to the power of minus 2 is from the properties of inverse, you can write it as inverse of c square, right? So c to the power of minus 2 is defined when determinant value of c square is not equal to 0. That is when 16 times x minus 1 whole square is not equal to 0. That means when x is not equal to 1. So when x is not equal to 1, c to the power of minus 2 is defined. Okay, that answers the second part of the question. Okay, under what conditions c to the power of minus 2 defined? Next is find c to the power of minus 2 under that condition. That means now you have to find the inverse of c square. You have found the determinant value of c square as this. That means next, what is the next step? To find the adjoint of c square. Adjoint of c square. What is c square matrix here? C square, we have found out the matrix to be this. You can find out the adjoint of this. You know how to find out the adjoint, right? So adjoint of c square will be plus 2 minus 4 minus x plus 2 transpose, which is equal to 2 minus x minus 4, 2. This is the adjoint of c square. Therefore, for x not equal to 1, c to the power of minus 2 is equal to c square inverse is equal to 1 by determinant value of c square into the adjoint of c square, which is equal to 1 by determinant value of c square. How much have we found out? This 16 times x minus 1 whole square into the adjoint of c square. This is 2 minus x minus 4, 2. Okay, so that is this. You'll get adjoint, you'll get the c to the power of minus 2 in terms of x because x is unknown. Okay. Moving on to the next problem, number 7. Question number 7. Question number 7 here is show that a is equal to this satisfies the equation. So given a is equal to, this is a very special problem here and a very important one also. Given a is equal to this satisfies this equation. You need to show that this a will satisfy the equation x square minus 3x minus 7. So a will satisfy the equation x square minus 3x minus 7 is equal to 0 if a square minus 3a minus 7i is equal to 0, right? Because in terms of matrix equation, our I is the equivalent to 1. Okay, So we show that this matrix satisfies this equation. So we find out a square first. So a square is equal to a into a, which is equal to 5, 3, minus 1, minus 2. 5, 3, minus 1, minus 2, which is equal to 22, 9, minus 3, 1. Okay, so therefore, what is a square minus 3a minus 7i? It is a square we have found out above, 22, 9, minus 3, 1, minus 3 times a, 5, 3, minus 1, minus 2, minus 7 times I. I is the identity matrix of order 2. Now you just simplify. So you're getting a null matrix. In fact, this should be equal to null matrix. Okay. So this shows that A satisfies a square, sorry, x square minus 3x minus 7 is equal to 0. Now the next part of the question is very interesting. That is, you have to find out A inverse. Okay, now we are going to use this relation because we have already proved this relation to find out A inverse. Okay, so we start with this. So we have a square minus 3a minus 7i is equal to 0. Okay, now we write this equation as, before that, let's show that A is non-singular. Okay, because we'll be using the inverse, whether A inverse exists or not. Okay, let's see whether A inverse exists. So determinant value of A is equal to 5, 3, minus 1, minus 2. So the determinant value is minus 7, which is not equal to 0. That means A is non-singular. That means A inverse exists. Okay, so we start with what we have proved above. What we have proved, we have a square minus 3a minus 7i is equal to null matrix. We are going to use this relation to find out A inverse. So how do you find it? First of all, write this as A into A minus 3a minus 7i is equal to null matrix. Now what you do, you multiply, since A inverse exists, you multiply both sides by, pre-multiply in fact, both sides by A inverse. So A into A minus 3a minus 7i is equal to A inverse into null matrix. That means, give your reason here, pre-multiplying both sides by A inverse. Okay. So in the next one, you have A inverse A into A minus A inverse into 3a minus A inverse 7i is equal to null matrix. This is because of matrix multiplication is distributive. Distributive property with respect to matrix multiplication. Now what you do is, in the first one, you can take A inverse and A together into A, minus you can take 3A out, you get A inverse A, minus 7 you can take out, and you get A inverse I is equal to null matrix. Reason is matrix multiplication is associative. Now A inverse I is the identity matrix. So IA minus 3 A inverse A is I minus 7 times A inverse into I is simply A inverse is equal to null matrix, right? Since A inverse A inverse A is equal to I. Okay. Next, I into A will simply give you A minus 3I minus 7 A inverse is equal to null matrix. That means from here you get A minus 3I is equal to 7 A inverse. That means A inverse is equal to 1 by 7 times A minus 3I. Put the values, is equal to 1 by 7 times. What was the matrix A? Our matrix A was 5, 3, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3 times identity matrix. So this is 1/7 of 5, 3, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, 0, 0, 3. Which is equal to 1/7. Subtract these two matrices. We have 2, 3, minus 1, and you get minus 5, which is the required A inverse. Clear with this problem? Question number 8. It's a very similar problem, except that you have a cube here. So given here is A is equal to 1, 0, minus 2, minus 2, minus 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. This is A. Okay, you need to show that A satisfies this equation, A cube minus A square minus 3A minus I3. Let's first find out A square. A square is equal to A into A, which is equal to 1, 0, minus 2, minus 2, minus 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 into okay, you can find this out to be minus 5, minus 8, minus 4, 6, 9, 4, minus 2, 0, 3. This is A square. Next we find out A cube. A cube is equal to A square into A. Minus 5, minus 8, minus 4, 6, 9, 4, minus 2, 0, 3 into A. 1, 0, minus 2, minus 2, minus 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Multiply these two matrices. You're going to get minus 1, minus 8, minus 10, 0, 7, 10, 7, 12, 7. So this is A cube. Now you want to show that it satisfies what relation? A cube minus A square minus 3A minus I3. So therefore, A cube minus A square minus 3A minus I3 is equal to, put the values, minus 1, minus 8, minus 10, 0, 7, 10, 7, 12, 7. A cube is this. A square is minus 5, minus 8, minus 4, 6, 9, 4, minus 2, 0, 3, minus 3A. A here is 1, 0, minus 2, minus 2, minus 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Minus 7, minus I3. I3 is the identity matrix of order 3. Okay. You simplify all this, you will see that you are getting a null matrix. Okay, is equal to theta. So this shows that A satisfies A cube minus A square minus 3A minus I3 equal to 0. Now the next part is again how to find out A inverse from this. Okay, so first let's see whether A is singular or non-singular, and then we can find out A inverse. So here, determinant of A is 1, 0, minus 2, minus 2, minus 1, 2, and 3, 4, 1. Determinant value of this. You can find out the determinant value of this to be 1, which is not equal to 0. And that means A is non-singular. Means A inverse exists. Now we want to find out A inverse with the help of this relation here. So we start from this. So we have A cube minus A square minus 3A minus I3 is equal to 0. Multiply both sides by A inverse. In fact, pre-multiply both sides. And you write A cube as A into A into A. You write A as A into A minus 3A minus I3 is equal to A inverse. This is a null matrix here. A inverse into null matrix. Next, you have A inverse A into A into A minus A inverse A into A minus A inverse 3A minus A inverse I3 is equal to null matrix. This is by distributivity. Matrix multiplication is distributive. Now we have take 1A with A inverse A into A, minus take another one, A inverse A with A, minus thrice A inverse A, minus A inverse I3 will simply be A inverse is equal to null matrix. Now this is I, and A into A is A square, minus IA minus 3I minus A inverse is equal to null matrix. You can write here, this is by associativity. Okay, so in the next step you have A square, I into A square is A square, minus I into A is A, minus 3I. You can take A inverse on the other side, so A inverse plus null matrix will actually be A inverse only. So therefore A inverse is equal to A square minus A minus 3I. Now simply put the values. A square we have found out above as A square as minus 8, minus 5, minus 8, minus 4, 6, 9, 4, minus 2, 0, 3. This is A square. Minus A we have found out above. A is given to us in fact as 1, 0, minus 2, minus 2, minus 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Minus 3 times identity matrix. Minus 3 times identity matrix of order 3. So this will give you okay. You can simplify this to be and that is your required A inverse. Clear?